this video, I'll show you step by step how to build a complete website using Hostinger's AI website builder. We'll start from scratch, from having the AI generate an initial site, and then we'll customize everything: the design, images, sections, and even add an online store with products, shipping, payments, and more. So by the end of this video, you will know how to use Hostinger's AI tools to create a professional looking website fast. And before we dive in, a quick heads up: if you want to follow along or build your own site, I've got an exclusive affiliate link in the description that gives you up to 80% off Hostinger plus 2 months for free. It's the same tool I'll be using in this video, and using the link helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. So let's get started. Creating the website with Hostinger's AI. Once you're on this page, click on the Start Free Trial button, then register by entering your email address and your password. Once you're logged into the website builder section, you'll be asked a few simple questions to get started with the Let AI Create a Website for You. Number 1, enter your brand name. I'll type in my example business name, Sugar Crave Cookie. This is going to be the site's title. Number 2, describe your project/brand. Next, here you can write a few sentences about what your business, brand, or site is about so the AI can tailor the content. Let's do that. I'll enter something like, create a modern website for a homemade cookie business. It should showcase our delicious cookies, tell our story, and include a shop so people can order cookies online. Use warm colors and a friendly style. This description will guide the AI in building the site's text and layout. Number 3, additional option. There's a suggestion at the bottom for adding an online store to your site. So if you're planning to sell online, simply check that box. Checking that option means the AI will automatically include e-commerce pages like a product gallery and a checkout for you. Now that I've filled in the prompt and preferences, I hit Create a Website. Hostinger's AI goes to work. It takes just a short moment and voila, the AI has generated an entire website for us. Once the AI finishes, I'm presented with a full multi-page website preview. Let's take a quick look at what we got. In the left upper corner, there's a Create Again button where you can recreate the website by changing your prompts. Another one is the Version History button where you can see all the versions you've created on the website. In the right upper corner, there's a mobile and desktop view option so you can see both previews. There's also a color palette option to choose theme colors from for your website. Homepage. It has a nice header with our site name, Sugar Crave Cookie, a menu bar, and a big hero section at the top with a placeholder background color of cookies and a headline that says something about the cookies. Sections on the homepage. The AI also included an About Us section and a contact section. So in just one click, we have a functional website structure. That's pretty amazing. The site is populated with placeholder text and colors based on what I described. Of course, it's not exactly our content yet, so we need to customize it. Next, let's click on Continue under the Continue to edit the site. Pretty cool so far, right? Now we'll fine-tune the design and content to fit our brand. Customizing the design, colors, backgrounds, and images. Now that the AI has given us a starting point, our next step is to customize the design and better match our brand and preferences. Hostinger's website builder uses a simple drag and drop editor, so we can click on anything to edit it. On the left, there is a site setup checklist that shows the things or steps they're recommending we do. Let's skip this checklist for now. Let's start with the overall look and colors. To edit a section's background, I hover over the Hero section and click Edit Section. There's a small toolbar or a pencil icon when you hover over a section. A sidebar or menu appears with options. It typically includes background settings, layout, etc. Adjusting theme colors. Even though we set an initial color palette, maybe we want to tweak the colors or see different options. To adjust the site's color scheme, click on Color under the section settings that appear after clicking on the Edit section. In Hostinger's Builder, global styles like color and fonts can usually be adjusted in one place. Setting a gradient background. Next, let's look at the Homepage Hero section, the big banner at the top of the page. Maybe I want something a little different here, like a gradient color background with the text on top, or perhaps a different image. I'll show you how to do both. I find the background settings tab for this section. Here, I can choose a background type, solid color, gradients, image, or even video. Let's try gradients. I select color as the background option, and then toggle on gradients. Now I can pick two colors for the gradients. I'll choose a warm yellow and a soft orange, giving a nice golden gradients like the color of baked cookies. I can also adjust the angle or style of the gradients if needed. As soon as I apply the gradients, the hero section background changes to the smooth orange gradients. The headline text is still there on top. It actually looks pretty neat, kind of warm, inviting feel. Now, pro tip, if you want to revert back to an image later, you can switch the background type back to image at any time. We also have an option to animate the gradient right under the section color, uploading your own images. Then on the right, next to color, we have the image option. While the gradient is nice, maybe we do want a real image of our cookies. Hostinger's builder makes it easy to swap images. Let's click on add image and get one of the stock images from our own media library. We can see options here like images, AI images, documents, and free images. We also have the option to actually upload our own files. I'll just choose from these nice free images here for the cookie image. Let's click on it and select add to page. You can also adjust the overlay opacity to make the text pop up more. Once you have selected an image, you have an option to replace image. This opens the media library where you can upload a file from your computer and the placeholder image can be replaced easily. The last option we have is to add a video. If you have any video of baking the cookie or anything related to it, you can upload it directly and it will replace the image. Now, let's say I don't have an image for everything. Perhaps I want a nice decorative image or a background that I don't have on hand. Hostinger has a built-in AI image generator that can create images for us. This is super handy if you need a quick product photo or some unique graphic. Let's try it out on one section. Instead of using a stock photo, I'll generate an image. I click on the Generate Image next to the Edit section button. A prompt asks me to describe what I want. I'll type a freshly baked chocolate chip cookie on a plate. You can also generate a description using ChatGPT to improve it. Then I click Create Images. The AI works for a moment and then returns a new image directly in the editor. And look at that, we got two pretty decent images matching the description. If it's not exactly right, I could hit Create again for another try or tweak the description. But suppose I like the old one better, so let's stick to it. Awesome. Between uploading our own photos and generating new ones with AI, we've now customized the site's imagery to really fit our cookie business. The site already feels more like ours and less like a generic template. Editing sections: duplicate, delete, hide, and resize. I find the section I want to copy, our homepage, for instance. I click the duplicate icon, which looks like two overlapping squares. Instantly, an exact copy of that section appears right below the original. Nice. Now I can edit the content in this duplicated section to serve a new purpose. Maybe I'll use it to highlight a different category, like new arrivals or seasonal specials using the same style. To delete a section, simply click on the section to select it and click the trash can icon and confirm. And just like that, that section is gone from the page. What if I'm not sure I want it gone forever? Alternatively, I can hide the section instead. Hiding means it won't display on the published site, but it stays here in the editor. Maybe I'll want to enable it later. To hide a section, I would click on the eye icon on that section's toolbar. The section would then be marked as hidden. Often it gets grayed out or noted in the editor. I could unhide it later by clicking the same icon, which would appear as a crossed eye to show it's hidden. You might notice that some sections might have too much white space or not enough. We can adjust the section height, which is basically adjusting its padding or spacing. On any section, when I hover near the bottom edge, the cursor changes to a resize arrow or there is a visible handle. I can click and drag the bottom of the section up or down to make it shorter or taller. For example, the hero section might be a bit too tall for my tastes. Maybe I want to remove some extra blank space under its contents. So I click the bottom handle of the hero section and drag it upwards a little. This effectively decreases the height, making the section more compact. Conversely, if I needed more space, I'd drag it down. While dragging, guidelines or a little tooltip usually show you pixel height or just give you a live preview. I stop when it looks good. Alright, the homepage is looking clean and tailored now. And remember, you can always drag sections up or down using the move arrows on that section menu if you want to reorder them on the page. Adding a new section. If we would like to add a section, simply click on Add Section and there'll be a lot of section templates available, like services, product categories, forms, and more. You can also click on the Generate section and AI will build it for you. Let's ask ChatGPT to create a prompt for what we need for a page about finding the nearest location, for example. Copy and paste it, click on the Create section, and voila, we have the new section created. You can now adjust the text font and size or even the position just by dragging it up or down. For the description, you can use the AI writer by simply describing what you want and click on Create Text. It then generates the description for you. Adding new elements, Instagram feed and text blocks. So far, we've been editing what the AI gave us, but what if we want to add entirely new content that wasn't on the template? Let's explore adding individual elements to our pages. Specifically, we'll add an Instagram feed to showcase our latest Instagram posts, and we'll add an extra text block to the About page. Adding an Instagram feed. It's a great idea to show your social media updates on your site. Hostinger's Builder has a built-in Instagram feed element that can display posts from your Instagram account automatically. Let's add that to our site. To add a new element, I open the Add Elements panel. In the left-hand toolbar, there's a plus add button or an icon for elements. I click that and a panel with various elements appears. Those are things like text, image, button, video, Instagram feed, maps, etc. I scroll through and click on Instagram feed. Now I drag it into the page where I want it. As I drag, the editor shows me possible drop locations, highlighting areas where I can drop the new elements. I drop it just above the footer section. The Instagram feed widget appears on the page. I click on the newly placed Instagram feed elements. A small menu pops up with two options: Edit Feed, Duplicate, Delete, etc. I choose Edit Feed. This prompts me to connect Instagram. I click the Connect Instagram button, which opens a window for me to log into my Instagram account and authorize the connection. You'll need to have an Instagram business or creator account to connect, per Instagram API requirements. Most personal accounts can be switched to creator easily if needed. Once connected, the site automatically pulls in my latest Instagram posts and displays them in a grid right here on the page. We can customize the feed display too. After connecting, I click on the layout next to the general button, and now I see things like items per row, maybe I want 3 photos per row, gaps between photos, adjust the spacing, and option to toggle animation on scroll. It looks great. A nice live feed of my latest cookie pics and baking updates from Instagram, automatically kept up to date. I can also adjust the position by dragging it up and down like this. Awesome. This will make the site feel fresh and connected to our social presence. Now, if you don't have an Instagram or prefer not to show it, you can skip this, but it's a neat feature that was worth demonstrating. Adding a text block. Next, let's add some custom text to one of our pages. To add text, I click to select the section, and then within that section, I click the Add Elements again. This time, I choose a text. Hostinger might have separate options for heading, paragraph, etc., but I can just drag a text element and then style it as needed. I drag a text element into place to position it better. A blinking cursor shows up. It's ready for me to type. I type in, check out our cookies. It starts as a regular paragraph style. If I want it to stand out, I can make it a heading or something. With the text selected, a text formatting toolbar appears. It's similar to a mini word processor toolbar. I could make it bold or change it to an H3 heading style, center it, etc. Within seconds, I've added a custom piece of content that wasn't there before. You can do this anywhere. You could add more text, images, buttons, videos, you name it. The builder is very flexible. So now our page has an extra personal touch. Remember, any element you add can be dragged to reposition, and you can adjust its style or even use the AI writer on it, which actually brings us to our next big feature to cover: creating new pages with AI. Our site currently has a home, menu, about, and contact page. What if we need another page? Well, Hostinger's AI can help generate entire new pages for us too, which is a huge time saver for adding content. Let's say we want to add a new page for our cookie business. I'll demonstrate by creating a page using AI. I click on the Pages and Navigation panel on the left. This shows a list of all of my pages. At the bottom of this panel, there's an Add Page button. I click Add Page. Now I get options. I can either create an empty page, choose from a template, or use AI to generate a page. There's a Generate Page option, and I select it. A prompt appears asking me to describe the page I want. So I type, create a page that describes what makes our cookies so special and unique. I hit Create Page and let the AI do its magic. After a brief moment, Hostinger adds a new page to my site named What Makes Our Cookies Special, or I can rename it if needed. The page is already filled with content that the AI thinks would belong on that page. So in literally 1 minute, I added a page that would have taken me much longer to write manually. Super easy. The new page was automatically added to my site's navigation menu as well. If needed, I could reorder where it appears in the menu or hide it from the menu via the page's settings. Using AI tools for content and SEO. Hostinger's Builder comes with additional AI tools besides just the initial site generator. We already saw the AI image generator and AI page generator. Now let's leverage the AI SEO Assistant to improve our search engine meta tags. We'll also take a look at generating a QR code for our site, which is another handy feature built in. Generating SEO titles and descriptions. On the left-hand menu inside the Pages and Navigation panel, there are other options if we click on the ellipsis or 3 dots on any page. We can either set the page as a home page, grab the page URL, rename or duplicate it, hide from navigation, move to a drop-down, set a password, adjust the SEO settings, or even create a QR code. Next, let's make sure our pages are SEO friendly by adding proper meta titles and descriptions. These are the title and snippet that show up in Google search results and also what appears on browser tabs. Hostinger's AI includes an SEO assistant that can generate these for us based on our page contents. To edit SEO info, from the dropdown, I select SEO settings. This opens the SEO settings panel. On the left, I see a list of my pages: home, about, menu, and contact. I click on About page first. Here we can see the AI SEO assistant to help us generate SEO title, meta description, and keywords for the About page. I click on Generate New SEO Info. The AI reads the content of my About page and the initial description I gave it for the site. Let's click on Next Step. It then asks for 3 keywords for the About page. After choosing them, click on the Next Step again. Now it lets us review the search engine appearance, where we can see the search result preview. It also suggests an SEO title and meta description. For example, it generated a title, Handcrafted Cookies with Secret Family Recipes. And a meta description says, discover the magic of our handcrafted cookies made with love and premium ingredients. I think it's pretty good. So let's click on Finish. If I want to tweak something, I can edit those fields manually. Let's say I want to change the focus keyword. We can just click on Add New Keyword or just click on any of the keywords presented as options. I can also edit the page URL to match the SEO suggestion, like containing the specific word cookies. Small note, if you have product pages, those might have their own SEO settings, but Hostinger usually takes the product name and description for those automatically, or you can edit them in the Store Manager. But for our main pages, we're all set. Setting a password. Going back to the Pages and Navigation panel, clicking on the ellipsis, we can see the other options available for us. To set a password, click on Password, then Enable Password so you can input your desired password and click Save. Now, before we go live, I want to show you 2 more options on the left-hand menu. First, we have the AI tools. If you click on it, you will see all the other AI tools provided by Hostinger. we can see all the other options like AI image generator, AI writer, AI page generator, AI section generator, AI blank generator, AI product details generator, AI SEO assistant, and AI local maker. So you can go ahead and try playing with these other AI tools that we haven't tried yet. Enabling and setting up the online store. Now comes an exciting part, setting up the online store functionality so we can actually sell our cookies through the site. Let's walk through the steps to ensure everything is configured, adding products, setting store details, shipping, payments, and even any integrations for the store. If you started with a site type that wasn't an online store, you can still add a store later. You would go to the left panel and find the Add Store right under the AI tools. Let's click on Add Store. Now we can see that the builder created a new store section and enabled the e-commerce features for us. There are sample products here, and if we click on one, it's ready to be added to the bag with a basic product title and description. More settings, ellipsis on the left-hand menu. There are other options at the bottom of the left-hand menu where you can see the ellipsis. So let's click on that. We have the blog if you would like to write a blog post. We also have the appointments so the customers can schedule appointments. We also have the general settings for the website. We have the integrations for different platforms, form submissions, analytics, SEO settings, media library, multi-language, manage backups, and export content to WordPress. Let's click on appointments. After clicking, it will give the option to enable appointments, so let's try that. So here we see a calendar. You can change your time zone, though it has identified automatically where I am. You can block time for a specific day, and then you can also edit your availability. So you can choose, for example, to be available on a certain day, except for another day and on a specific time. And you can also set the lunch break. All right, and then you can repeat that every day and then click on Save. Accessing the store management area. As you can see, we are now at the store manager settings. Here I see a dashboard for my store with various options: overview, orders, products, appointments, discounts, categories, analytics, and settings. But it would be too much to cover everything here, so for now, let's click on the Edit Website to go back to our website editor. Going back to the ellipsis here in the left-hand menu, let's click on it and then click More Settings. And let's go to Integrations. Integrations and extras for the store. One more thing to consider is the integrations like tracking or marketing tools, which can apply to the whole website, including the store. If I click on the integration settings, I see things like connecting Google Ads app, custom node, WhatsApp, Google Tag Manager, etc. This is important if I want to track traffic or run ads. For example, I can quickly integrate Google Analytics so that I can monitor site visits. If I plan to advertise on Facebook or Instagram, I can integrate a Facebook pixel by adding my pixel ID. There's also an integration for Hotjar to create heat maps and session recordings to see how users interact, useful for improving the site, and also Google Tag Manager if I use that. Now, since this is a tutorial for beginners, I won't set up actual analytics IDs, but I want to highlight that it's easy to do here. All those services can be connected without touching code, just by entering your IDs in the integrations section. Hostinger will handle inserting the necessary scripts on your site. If we go back to the ellipsis or more settings, there's an option for analytics where we can see all the stored data once it becomes available when our site goes live. We also have the media library here underneath SEO settings and multi-language option if you want to have your website in different languages. Now, let's say that we would like to actually remove this store from our site. So we're going to click on Manage Store, navigate down to these three dots right here, and we're going to click on Remove Store and click on Delete. All right, so before we go live, let's actually add a store and manage our store. So click on Add Store on the left-hand menu and click on Add Store. Now let's navigate to the top left corner, click on Website Builder and click on Manage Store. To set up your store, let's choose the first one on the checklist. To add a new product, I hit Add Products. All right, let's add products manually. Let's click on Add Product button. And here you'll be able to choose whether you would like to sell physical products, multiple physical products using AI, digital products, service, appointment, donation, or a gift card. Let's say that I would like to actually sell a service. I'm going to select Service. Now, the next step you will need is to upload images for your service. You can click on Upload Images, or you can click on Upload Images and generate product details with AI. As you can see, once I've uploaded the image, it has automatically generated the title, the subtitle, and the description. So if you would like to edit this, then go ahead and just edit this. All right, so once you've adjusted the title, the subtitle, and written a description, I just did that using the AI writer, go down, scroll down, you'll find the pricing section. So here I'm going to type in pricing. You can also add a discount price and the SKU number. You can enable it to track the quantity if you would like. You have the additional info sections where you can add more information about your product or store policies. You have different options, so if you have multiple options for this product like size or color, it will create unique product variants with different combinations. You have custom fields, categories, and related products. Cool. Once everything looks good, simply click on Save. All right, let's now delete all the other products in our store except for the one we just created. And we're going to select them all and click on Delete. Okay, great. Our first product is now live in our store. Let's go back to the overview and update our company information. Click on Update Information. Here, you'll be able to type in your company information, add your name and logo, contacts, and addresses. More settings. All right, so now our store is almost ready for selling. Let's review a couple of more settings before we make the store live. If we click on Settings in the left-hand menu, we'll be able to see our store details, company information, payments, shipping, checkout, emails, taxes, and invoices. So if we click on Payments here, we'll be able to connect various payment methods. You can connect PayPal or Stripe, and it's as simple as clicking Connect and then logging into your PayPal or Stripe. And then that payment provider is going to be connected to your Hostinger site. Hostinger also supports manual payments like pay on pickup or bank deposit. For example, if I wanted to let customers pay with cash when they pick up cookies in person, I could add a manual payment method called Pay at Pickup with instructions. They then wouldn't be charged online, but I, as the owner, would handle payment offline. Going back to Overview. Now, let's go back to Overview. As you can see, it says at the top, are you ready to start selling online? Upgrade to add payments and get your first sale. So in order for you to connect Stripe, you will need to upgrade your site. As to the pricing, we can see here that the business website builder is $3.99 per month, and then it renews at $8.99 per month for 1 year. This one right here is your H panel. Here on the left-hand menu, you'll be able to see home, your websites, your domains. So you have your domain portfolio, you can buy a new domain, or you can transfer a domain. Here you have your different email plans, VPS, dark web monitoring, billings, subscription, payment methods, payment history, and of course, the marketplace for all the different things that you might need. The last step would be to publish the site live, which on Hostinger involves connecting a domain and hitting the Go Live button. And once live, anyone can visit and even place an order. Whew! Our Hostinger AI website is now ready to go live. A professional looking, fully functional website with e-commerce capability, all built without writing a single line of code. And it was kind of fun, right? It's amazing how much these AI features speed up the process, and the drag and drop editor made everything else straightforward. And don't forget that you can get up to 80% off Hostinger plus 2 months free using my link down in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, happy building, and see you next time.